Hey guys, it's Chris from Linkin Airsoft and Lincoln'sLegion.com, and I wanted to do a quick little overview of most of my Airsoft stuff to really, as a benchmark for the beginning of 2021. I don't know how my collection is going to change, evolve, or shrink throughout the year given the uncertain state of Airsoft at the moment for me, but I did want to just put this out just as like a placeholder. I recently actually just put my Airsoft stuff in my bedroom because I have, well, I don't really have the space for it because there's a fucking piano in here. It's better than keeping it in the closet where it was, and at least this way I can lock my door and keep them double safe. So let's first start off with equipment over here, and yeah, I'm using some lanterns as additional light because I don't have any lighting equipment set up in here. So on this top shelf right here, this is actually a really large bag that I just got for Christmas, which is, I mean, massive. This thing rolls out like 5 feet, I think, and it can hold a lot. It's a pretty loose fabric bag, but it holds a bunch. In this box right here are batteries, chargers. The chargers are going to go in a different spot for now. I just kind of threw them in there while it's moving stuff, but I have a bunch of batteries in there that are just kind of being kept in a metal storage box that should not catch on fire itself if a battery were to have an issue, hopefully, but that's like the best I got because I don't have any actual battery bags. This tote right here has not much in it besides a couple of empty boxes, empty BB bottles, a foregrip it looks like, my chrono, and a camo t-shirt in there I use for really hot summer days, plus my old fox ear zoom cam mount right there. So that tote needs to get filled with junk. I do have other junk in my closet in my office, but it's mostly like additional vests and stuff that I'm trying to get rid of, and some extra parts. I have a lot of miscellaneous parts lying around that we'll get into. So yeah, right here I have, currently I was using my multicam, or whatever you want to call it. I'm not really good at the specific camouflage types and subsets of camouflage, so freaking sue me in the comments, whatever. Then I also have my digital winter one that I use. This is my digital mask. I have, this is my face mask that I had before that I use for the most part. This is my standard one that I have that's zip tied together. A bunch of like extra tools and stuff. This is an extra pair of goggles that I loan out, and this is something that I just got from Amazon for about $30, I think. It's actually a mask and mesh, it's a goggle and mesh combo. It's in one, but it also apparently has a fan built into it. This is a battery pack, so I have actually yet to test this. I might do a review on this thing and do actual ballistics testing with different FPS limits to see what it will sustain, because I mean, my favorite pair of goggles, these ones right here, were like $20, and this entire mask setup was $30, and it has a fan. So I think I'm going to do a video on that perhaps this weekend, or I'm just going to make some time. And I was wearing it, and it's actually pretty comfortable. This is my Velcro belt that I use for my harness kit right here. We'll get to that. This right here is actually my helmet rig, which I don't use as much, mainly because of my hair. I mean, if I go over here like this, you guys can see I do have long dreadlocks, and the hair, I haven't used it with the helmet yet, but I'm not quite sure how it would work out. I think just the weight and the pressure of the helmet mixed with the crimping of my hair is going to give me a bad headache. I can already assume that, so I might not use my helmet for a little while. I also do have, the lower mesh mask set up with it. It's got battery storage on it, and there is a Sharingan sticker on top. I don't remember exactly what Sharingan. That's not the Mangekyo. That looks like, I think that might be the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. I don't remember. I'm very bad with little bits of information. I apologize. I love Naruto to death. It's my favorite anime, but I'm just so bad with information. Alright, on this shelf right here, I have BBs, some gas, some lubricant. This is the whistle that I use to start games. It's just an electronic whistle by Windsor, and I'm not going to play the sound now because it is very loud inside. It's not as loud as I want it to be outside, but if I hold it long enough, the noise does travel, and it works for smaller games that we're going to be playing. I have some extra BBs here, some .36 and .32s, Accelerate from Velcro. This is my Novridge SSP drop leg holster, and then this is my shoulder harness and waist harness kit that I use for AEG gameplay and sniper gameplay. I use it for all my gameplay because it really is just that comfortable and versatile. Down here in this shelf, this is my winter camo stuff. So I have a thermal undershirt, I have a digital long sleeve, I have some darker gray pants right here, which are actually a little bit small for me, but I do make them work, as well as some digital ACU gloves. Right here is my skull cap that I use with whatever headpiece I'm wearing, whether it be my helmet or a boonie, just to keep my hair in place and just for warmth and for comfort generally. Right here is just a long sleeve BDU. These were olive drab, but I've dyed them and spray painted them black a few times. Just some pants that are really comfortable. I just wish they were full black. I got some little like squishy knee pads right here that I every single time forget to put on. I have a balaclava, and I also have my winter balaclava there. These are my boots. These are Free Soldier Tactical, and I don't remember how much I spent on them. They weren't that much. They were like probably 40, 50 bucks, maybe 60. They're really nice winter boots, honestly. Down here, this is the backpack that I was previously running as my main carry for all my equipment, but, you know, trying to fit all my gear in here didn't always work. It was always really cramped and really annoying, so that's why I got that really big bag up on top of the shelf. But this is going to be good for carrying extra equipment for other people, so I can carry my main bag and then extra equipment in here. It's a really nice backpack, honestly. It does expand quite a bit and has a lot of MOLLE attachments as well as Velcro for decoration. And it's really nice. It's just not fully what I need. Ghillie hood and shoulder arm wrap that I wear for mainly just for style. It's really cool. I got a sling right here. I have a rifle bag. Yeah, I have a Lancer Tactical rifle bag. It's actually pretty nice. I really do love that bag. I have a lot of miscellaneous junk. These are my gloves that I wear in the summer. They're fingerless. And then there's really just a bunch of random junk. There's like a bipod in there. There's a hat. There's rail covers, flashlights, cleaning rags. This is just a big box of honestly anything. It's just like foregrips in here. It's just a bunch of stuff, dude. A selfie stick, apparently. That pink stick right there is a selfie stick. In this container is a bunch of like screws, springs, bolts, and extra pieces that I might need at some point. Even though I'm not a techie guy, it's nice to organize and to keep all those spare parts. I recommend it. And here I have this little tactical pouch, which is actually full of BBs right now because this was where I was keeping spare ammunition. I have a mounted flashlight. Ooh. Hey, it still works. I have a mounted flashlight right here and a fuckload of CO2 and green gas because I stocked up. I wanted to make sure, like, these are all CO2 canisters. I wanted to make sure I had plenty of them, as, you know, I don't want to be buying CO2 every time I go to play Airsoft kind of thing. This is where I usually keep charging cables and stuff. This is like flashlight, battery, chargers for different pieces, random pieces of equipment and what have you. Second drawer is where I keep all of my AEG mags. It's mostly my M4s, my PTS EPM mags, and I even have this old stubby M4 mag, like this Cqb M4 mag I've had for absolute ever. So that's mostly M4 mags that I keep in there. This bottom drawer is pretty much every other type of mag that I have. There's P90 mags in here. There's my JG Bar 10 sniper mags. There's some speed loaders. I keep spare pistol mags in there. It's not the best organization, but, you know, it works. You know, I know where to find my stuff. Okay, now we move to the meat of everything, which is obviously the Airsoft Cabinet. Right here we just have a couple of stickers. That was from the Amped Airsoft giveaway that I won when I won that M92. And, yeah, let's have a Ruger gun lock on there. So let's get into the fun stuff. Hey, I think that'll work right there. So first off, we have my CZ75. Was it my CZPO7, I think it is? I don't remember exactly, but it's just like a semi-cheap. It's like a $70 pistol. If you guys saw my recent Airsoft collection that I put out in the summer, I don't think my collection has changed at all from that. Maybe one additional gun. So if you've already seen that, you're gonna know all this stuff. But for those who haven't seen it, who are new, this is my CZ75. This gun actually shot over 1,000 FPS. I measured it at 600, 800, and 1,000 FPS with 0.2 gram BBs. And I don't know if it was just like chrono screwing up or whatever, but that was a wild time. It was bizarre. This is my Novich SSP-1, my standard use gun right now. There's no mag in this, but it just dumped ammunition, so it must have had one sitting in the chamber. Interesting. Yeah, like I said, There's no mag. So this is my Starsbury Burton Samurai Edge M9, which is obviously Resident Evil. I did a video on this. This gun, this is a fully automatic M9, and I want to use it as a sidearm in a game. Unfortunately, I've only used it in a dual pistol game, which was interesting, but this gun, it's fun. It's definitely, this thing has a high-ass rate of fire. This is my other green gas M9. This is the gun that I won with the Amped Airsoft giveaway. This is an M9, what is it, M92A1 by G&G, I believe is what it is. Before we get down there, we actually have a couple of these are the battery packs. These are the Anchor chargers that I mount on my gun whenever I'm charging my cameras while playing. This is a scope I've had for a very long time. It usually goes on my JG Bar 10 or whichever scope, whichever sniper I'm using for moderate close range. Hell, even an AEG if I'm playing medium range with an AEG. It's a very nice scope. It's like a $90 scope. Right here, this is my Fab Arms STF-12, the hot pink and gold pump action tri-shot shotgun with a couple of shells on the side. It's like a $50 gun. I got it on sale for 50 bucks. I wish I got the version with the stock. Unfortunately, I didn't. But even still, this gun is a blast to use. This is my FNP90, which I have yet to use fully in a game. I was going to run it as a secondary, but ended up loaning it to somebody because they needed a gun. This is just my Cqb M4. I don't really honestly have much information on this gun. I did a video on this and a budget AK. I haven't used this in a game myself yet. It has been used against me, but I haven't actually gone out and made a video using this gun. And the reason for that mostly is because of the front iron sights. I can't use a scope cam with the front iron sights, so I'd have to just film a video of just my head cam, and nobody wants to see that. Now this one goes out to all my Modern Warfare 2 fanboys out there. This is my fall camo custom paint job F2000 with a hollow sight. Oh yeah. And no, it's not a legit hollow sight. It's like a $30 knockoff, but I don't care. It's sexy anyway. Yeah, so the full F2000 with the fall tiger camo, dude, this epitomizes my high school life. This epitomizes my middle school to high school. It was actually at middle school. My middle school life was this gun right here. I don't care what anyone says, this is the best gun in Modern Warfare 2. Fuck anyone who thinks otherwise. This is my Mctavish spring pistol that I said spring pistol. This is my Mctavish spring sniper rifle that I traded something for. It's like a $90 gun, and I literally got it, and it was broken in half, basically. So if you actually look right here, you can see it's taped and glued at the bolt meeting point. But that being said, I've never had a bad game with this thing. It's a $90 sniper, and my first time using this, I got 14 kills against people using AEGs. Like, it's not a bad gun. This thing is like full-on ABS plastic. It's pathetic, but it is quiet. Now, as of this moment, this is my JG Bar 10 post-upgrade from Airsoft GI. However, I do have to send this gun back because if you watch my last video with this upgraded gun, you'll notice my BBs were dropping significantly, so there's something wrong with the hop-up unit. I don't know if it was damaged when it was getting shipped back, or there was some failure in quality assurance and testing. Either way, this is my baby sniper, and I'm getting it shipped back to get worked on. Last sniper, I promise. This is my MB10, which is the gun that I got to replace the JG Bar 10 for more longer range engagements. But I just couldn't help it. I just love my Bar 10 so much. This gun, however, is still beautiful. It has that classic, that L96 hollow stock design, and it's a really smooth functioning gun. I do enjoy it a lot. The only issue I have with it is its weight. It's not that heavy, but once you add a scope on here, and once you add a camera or two cameras on it, and plus the charger packs, it gets heavy. I even removed the front muzzle that probably should not have gotten removed, but I removed it to reduce the weight by, like, I don't know, 16 ounces or something like that. That's that, a pound? Yeah, I probably removed the pound off it just on that alone. Now we get to the last thing, which I'm going to do a video in and of itself. This is my CM16 by G&G, and I would say just by G&G, but it's not. This gun has been fully modified and upgraded. If you saw this gun at the beginning when I got it, which I have, my most viewed video on the channel is of me using this. I can't even say this exact gun because that's a long story. e-bike screwed me out of my gun and I lost my original, but this is the replacement that I got after some upgrades, and I even myself changed out the front receiver and the stock, and this gun this is the only thing that's original on this is the body and a couple of components in there, like the trigger box and everything, which is one thing I do want to upgrade. I want to get a flat trigger, but this thing has been gutted and upgraded nearly in every single way, outside and internally. I want to do an in-depth video talking about everything I changed with this gun, and also showing off its rate of fire, trigger response, FPS, and all that good stuff. And I will do that at some point. It's just getting the motivation. But this is my $1,200 custom CM16, and I love it. It's so lightweight. It's so nice and easy to hold. It's just a beautiful gun. This paired with the SSP, Dream Team. Okay, and I think that's it. Those are all my guns as of right now at the beginning of 2021. I do plan on getting more guns. I want to do more mystery boxes, and I want to I just like getting guns, and I want to have a very large collection. I've never had a massive collection. This might be the second biggest, if not, well, this is the highest quality collection I've ever had. I have had bigger collections, but they were consisting mostly of cheaper guns. I want to get some more of my favorite replicas, even if I don't use them. Like, I want to get a good FAL. I want to get a nice AK. Oh man, I want to get myself a Dragunov. I want to get myself a VSS, an M1A1 carbine. Like, there's a lot of guns I want to get just for the novelty of having, but the price points are disgusting. Anyways, so let me know if you guys want to see a video on that mask. I think I'm going to make one just for durability and testing it, and also testing out the fan. And also let me know if you want to see an in-depth dig in of my CM16, of all of its parts and what it took to get there. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe for more, check out lincolnslegion.com, and I will see you in the next video. Here's to 2021. Later.